welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
On today's episode, we're taking a look at the official teaser trailer for a new HBO original movie, My Dinner with Hervé. I'm gonna try.
Hervé, yeah, pretty much.
So this is the story of Hervé Villechaize.
For those who don't know,
I'm getting to that. He's being played by Peter Dinklage.
I wasn't getting to that.
What?
I was getting to the point where
I'm telling you who stars in. I was going to explain who he was exactly.
Right.
But go on next.
Go,
but it stars Peter Dinklage.
Go.
It stars Peter Dinklage, Andy Garcia, and Jamie Dornan, and
no, go ahead, continue.
Come on,
go. So maybe just start it without you even explaining anything.
It's the story of Hervé Villechaize, aka one of the stars of Fantasy Island, the original Fantasy Island back in the 70s, from the guy who yelled, deplane, deplane. That guy, pretty much, who unfortunately took his own life in the early 90s. This apparently, I assume this is just about his rise to stardom, not necessarily about.
What this is pretty much is it talks about not only a little bit talks about his rise to stardom, but one of the interviewers pretty much interviewed him, and it was pretty much a dinner he had with him. It was just one long evening pretty much. And it was the long interview, pretty much, and it was the final interview he ever gave. Because after the interview, the following day, he killed himself. So in a way, some people said that this was his last will and rights, in a way. This interview, that's what it was. So at the same time, I think what it is we're getting is not only his beginnings, where he came from, stuff like that, but to lean all the way up to this point. What's cool is that, I think, I could be wrong, I think Andy Garcia is also supposed to be in this. He's playing he plays the other guy pretty much in Fantasy Island.
Let me look it up. I'll look it up. Give me a second.
I forgot his name pretty
Ricardo
much.
Montalban.
Yeah, thank you. I knew it was something. But he's playing him pretty much. He's playing the other guy. But that's what this is dealing with. I know, again, like he said, it's got Peter Dinklage playing him. And it's got Jamie Dornan, who's pretty much playing the guy who's the last guy to ever interview him.
Right.
So here we go. This is the teaser from HBO for My Dinner with Her. So here we go.
What is this incredible story of yours then?
You don't like that? Ask me a question.
Tell me what it felt like to be famous, to have made it.
Being famous is like being drunk, except the whole world is drunk with you.
God damn, he does a good job.
There's a little French guy in reception with a knife.
What? Women, money, fame. There must have been a moment when you decided to blow everything up.
He definitely looks and sounds the part.
He definitely does. He does. And it looks really good. Like I said, it's like one night. This whole thing takes one night, and he's telling his story in a way. And that's why. And then the following day, like I said, they said the following day after he did the interview, he killed himself. And that's why I said, like, a lot of people assume that this was his last will and testament, pretty much the last thing he ever wanted to say.
Yeah. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, it looks like Peter Dinklage is doing a great job.
He always does a phenomenal job.
And it's hard to believe that it's at the end of your see as Ricardo Montalban.
Yeah, it's hard to see that, but it's like it shows pretty much just like in a way the first huge little person in a way that took the fame and stuff like that.
I always found the Fantasy Island story to be very not story, the plot, the premise of the show to be really cool.
Yeah,
and really unique for its time. Just essentially somewhere people go to not only live their fantasy, but to essentially learn a lesson.
They learn their own type of lesson that's set up for them.
I don't remember the original one, but I remember the ABC remake they did with See, now I'm forgetting a name. The guy. McDowell. Oh my god.
Danny McDowell.
No.
Neil McDowell.
I don't remember. But I know it's a really well-known actor, and I actually watched it. I thought it was pretty cool, and I've heard they're actually working on a remake. Another remake.
Another remake of it, yeah.
But as for this, I've never known about the guy's life. He was always just, for me growing up, he was just the guy who said that line. So it'd be interesting to see where it led, pretty much. Before you started talking, I had no idea this was essentially his final will and testament.
That's what it was, pretty much, because they said that, like, after this interview, the following day, pretty much they found his body. You know, so so that's why it's really interesting and something I wouldn't mind checking out, because it seems really good. It seems very interesting, pretty much. How, you know, Peter Dinklage is a phenomenal, unbelievable actor. He's a guy pretty much has been to the bottom, literally, in some of the weirdest, shittiest movies, but he took his time and he came on up, pretty much. He's a very humble man himself, you know.
Hey,
to take this role.
He got to say he was in a movie with Robin Williams. That's something.
Well,
to me, that's something.
That is still something as well.
So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else, when it comes to talking about HBO original films, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys thought of this. If you knew of him, pretty much, of his career and where he came from, or even you're like on board like with him, pretty much, where you didn't really know his life, or pretty much this was, you know, his last will and testament. We'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on how they're displaying this in this trailer and things like that. Love to see if this is something you wouldn't mind checking out, you know, especially, you know, for this actor that you're saying, yeah, that's all I knew him from was the plane boss.
Yeah.
You know, he probably was, if I'm correct, I think he was probably in other stuff that we probably don't even realize. So maybe they'll drop that in this film as well, showing other stuff he worked on.
Yeah.
But also put down what you thought of our reaction overall. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Hervé-filled episode of SRB.
Hervé. See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out our previous reactions,
As well as our other shows.
click the playlist down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can check us out on Twitter
as well as Stardust.
at Super React Bros.